At our shop, we don't just sell yarn, we are a wealth of knowledge when it comes to knitting techniques. Today we're excited to share 10 essential tips every knitter should know. Number 1. Skeins of yarn often contain knots, an unavoidable part of the manufacturing process. When you come across a knot, do not continue knitting. Knots can come undone regardless of how tightly they appear tied. Knots will also pop through to the right side of your work, and no one wants to see that. When you encounter a knot, cut the yarn and start anew as you would with this fresh skein. My mom had a clever trick for beginning a new yarn that prevents stitches from loosening. Drape the yarn over your thumb and forefinger. Hold the ends with your other hand. Tilt your hand downwards, wrapping your fingers around the outside of the strands. Pinch your fingers together and pull upward to form a loop. Insert the tail from the old yarn through this loop. Slide the loop up against your netting and tighten. Number 2. When using the long tail cast-on, or any variation of it, the tail is positioned in front with the working yarn to the back of the needle. Number 3. Any cast-on can be considered provisional if waste yarn is used. While there are many clever provisional methods out there, if you're in a hurry, just grab some waste yarn and get moving. Number 4. For a seamless join, slide the first stitch from the left needle to the right, then pass the last cast-in stitch over it, similar to a bind-off, but keep it on the left needle. You have swapped the positions of the first and last stitches. Now place your marker and go. Number 5. When a pattern instructs you to switch to a different needle size, you don't need to transfer each stitch. Simply begin knitting with the new size. Once the row is completed, put the old needle aside and continue with the new one. Number 6. To prevent a tight bind-off, use a needle 2 to 4 sizes larger for the bind-off row. While there are many cool bind-off methods that yield a flexible and stretchy edge, using a larger needle works great in many cases and is easy to remember. Number 7. Always slip stitches purlwise, unless the instructions specify otherwise, or if the slip stitches are part of a decrease. Number 8. When picking up stitches, use a needle 2 to 4 sizes smaller than what the pattern suggests. This results in a neater pickup edge. After completing the pickup, switch to the larger needle. Number 9. One of Mom's most famous tidbits of advice was, admire and count often and frequently. Sometimes things simply go wrong. Admiring is more than just feeding the ego. It often hurts the ego to discover a mistake. The sooner mistakes are caught, the better your options for correcting. Number 10. Feeling uncertain about how to choose the right yarn for your project? That's a complex problem with a very simple answer. Shop at a reputable yarn shop with knowledgeable staff. Pairing yarns and patterns is not a simple number matchup game. While this may seem quaint in today's world of impersonal, self-serve megastores, we are here to help. This was originally going to be a list of just 10 tips, but as we narrowed it down, we could easily publish an entire multi-volume set. We thought it'd be fun to see what other lists of helpful tips are floating around on the internet. This led us to add an 11th and possibly the most important step. Do not search for tips for knitters on the internet. What we found should actually be called what not to do. Just don't.